If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. What matters is not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get back up. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. Don't follow the crowd. Do something so that crowd follows you. Rouse him and learn the principle of his activity or inactivity. Force him to reveal himself so as to find out his vulnerable spots. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries, and you rejoice. Everything happens for a reason. Find the lesson in every experience. It is better to have less thunder in the mouth and more lightning in the hand. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Live each day as if it were your last. Only when the last tree has been cut down, the last fish been caught, and the last stream poisoned, will we realize we cannot eat money. Life is a book. Each day is a new page to write your story. There are two wolves fighting inside all of us. The first one is evil. The second one is good. Which wolf will win? The one you feed. The greatest success is relentless perseverance. Do not judge your neighbor until you walk 2 moons in his moccasins. They are not dead who live in the hearts they leave behind. Ponder and deliberate before you make a move. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. Happiness is not a destination. It's a journey. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. Great results can be achieved with small forces. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. If his forces are united, separate them. You have to believe in yourself. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. If you ignore both, your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Appear weak when you are strong, strong when you are weak. If you know the enemy and know yourself, You need not fear the result of 100 battles. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. The more sand has escaped from the hourglass of our life, the clearer we should see through it. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. There are not more than 5 musical notes, yet the combinations of these 5 give rise to more melodies than can ever be heard. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Be extremely mysterious, even to the point of soundlessness. Thereby, you can be the director of the opponent's fate. Know yourself, and you will win all battles. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. If he sends reinforcements everywhere, you will be weak everywhere. Be where your enemy is not. You can't trust a man who has nothing to lose. Plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. He will win who knows how to handle both superior and inferior forces. One need not destroy one's enemy. One need only destroy his willingness to engage. Never trust a friend who is silent about your flaws. Disorder came from order. Fear came from courage. Weakness came from strength. If your friend is friends with your enemy, it means that you should not hang out with this friend. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is of the past. Wisdom is of the future. The weakness of the enemy makes our strength. Cherish youth, but trust old age. Wisdom comes only when you stop looking for it and start living the life the Creator intended for you. It is less of a problem to be poor than to be dishonest. A brave man dies but once, a coward many times. If a man is as wise as a serpent, he can afford to be as harmless as a dove. Ask questions from your heart, and you will be answered from the heart. Take only what you need, and leave the land as you found it. Our pleasures are shallow, our sorrows are deep. Never was anything great achieved without danger. A prudent man should always follow in the path trodden by great men and imitate those who are most excellent, so that if he does not attain to their greatness, at any rate he will get some tinge of it. Necessity is what impels men to take action, and once necessity is gone, only rot and decay are left. There is nothing as likely to succeed as what the enemy believes you cannot attempt. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. Nature creates few men brave. Industry and training makes many. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. In conclusion, the arms of others either fall from your back, or they weigh you down, or they bind you fast.